We got a lot of big headline items happening, also a lot of food shortage updates coming from you guys from all over. A lot of stuff happening as we head into the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, but we'll not be focused on that too much. We have a shooting at a front gate of a U.S. military base here in the U.S. We have a major chicken nugget recall. We have multiple reports of widespread gasoline outages starting to spread across the United States. Not really sure why that's happening, but we're going to share those updates with you. Many places reporting that Walmart has pulled, is starting to pull the 20-pound bags of rice off the shelves. I'll give you some price comparisons and let you know some places where it might be a good option to stock up now. All right, friends, let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and these are your updates that you guys are sending in, as well as some news items out there. Before we dive in, we do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They help make all these updates possible. And if you have a retirement account and you're looking for a place to move your retirement into that's stable and safe, like silver, gold, platinum, there'll be a link at the end of the video for you to ask more questions from Jonathan and his team over at Genesis Gold. All right, 2:15 a.m. yesterday, Joint Base Lackland in San Antonio came under fire twice, not just once, but twice. And this is the gate. Right at 2:15 a.m., Air Force security guards heard gunfire and heard the rounds going past them, which indicated that they were being shot at. It wasn't just random gunfire; it was being directed at the soldiers in the gate. This came to an end. More security personnel were added to the gate, and then at 4:30 a.m., a vehicle was observed that pulled up and stopped. More shots were fired, and then the Air Force personnel returned fire this time at the vehicle. Now, Lackland Air Force Base, and it's a joint base, so it's multiple branches there. 24,000 active duty personnel and 10,000 DoD civilians at that base. No injuries were reported. They have not caught up to the vehicle that did flee and escape after being fired on by the Air Force soldiers. Or airmen, I think we're supposed to call them, right? Chicago is bracing for up to 100,000 pro-Hamas demonstrators as they descend on the city. At least 7 rallies have permits and marches, but more are expected than just those 7 to appear. Businesses have been boarding up their businesses for the past week, and things are probably going to get squirrely. There's already videos out there of them already taking over one of the stages and also protesting overnight in front of a hotel that they thought that that delegates were in that hotel. Possibly they were, possibly they weren't. I don't know. Now, it's important to check your freezer. If you have Purdue Foods, they are recalling 167,000 pounds of frozen chicken nuggets and tenders after some customers reported finding metal wire embedded in the products. So if you have Purdue chicken nuggets, you might want to see if your stuff is being recalled. Hurricane Ernesto, or Tropical Storm Ernesto, has regained hurricane strength. Current models are showing it to remain off the coast, off the east coast of the United States, and not make landfall. But it is sending out a lot of spirals off to the coast, putting out a lot of rain and light wind against the coast. It did cause a lot of flooding down south, and the East Coast has already just been hit with Debbie, so this is probably not welcome rain at this point. Jan in Allentown says, when you talk about price controls, you only need to look as far as the insulin supply. As soon as Medicare refused to pay more than $35 for a month's worth. There were supply shortages. One item, that's just one item that caused problems. Imagine that on a much larger basis, like everything in the grocery store. Of course, this is referring to Kamala Harris's proposal to put price restrictions on things. Now, she's using the term anti-gouging, or gouging is basically just the market in extreme circumstances, and it's just a popular word that they like to throw around to basically institute price controls, which never work. When there's a hurricane and they put anti-gouging laws on, what happens? You show up at the store and there's just nothing there because they were not allowed to hike the prices, so they just don't bring any new product in, or they bring it in slowly. And that's how it works. There's no opportunity for the market to kind of even out. If the prices were to rise, then there would be more people, trucking the stuff in to take advantage of those high prices, and that would naturally push the price back down. This is from Don in Southeast Arizona. No boneless, skinless chicken. Walmart has been very low on dairy products and coffee, TP and coffee, and granola bars. It has been getting worse for the last month. That's once again Southeast Arizona. If you have an update that you'd like to send in, make sure you use the word update somewhere in your comment on this video or on any video on this channel. Make sure you give us some sort of geographical location too, if it's relevant. Midwest Falcon says Topeka, Kansas. Sam's Club, limit 2 packages of eggs, no chicken wings, and several bays empty of paper towels and TP. We're hearing that a little more out there, egg issues, and we're also hearing TP and paper towel issues. Making It Happen says in the East Coast, we'll be talking about what to do about the shortage on, I should remember this, rice. The shortage on rice. I did some homework on where else you can get good prices on rice, even though Walmart has stopped stocking the 20-pound bags out there, which was the most affordable way really to get stocked up on rice. Making It Happen says in the East Coast, supermarkets are posting notes about the increased cost of eggs due to the avian bird flu and the effects it has on the quantity made available to customers. So signs up telling us that's the bird flu, which you've been hearing about here on this channel for quite a while, haven't we? Contessa in Ocala, Florida says, went to Ocala shopping today. Stopped at 6 gas stations. All were bagged up. No gas. I asked the clerk what's happening. He said, if I know, he said, if they knew that they should tell the attendant. Ray says, Payson, Arizona, yesterday all the Circle K's out of gas in Payson, Arizona. Even some statewide. This has happened before recently. So we're seeing some spotty outages of gasoline. Are you guys seeing this out there? Let me know down in the comments down below. Are you seeing major gas outages in your area? Or do you know why we're having gas outages? I'm not seeing anything on the news at this point. No major refineries out, anything like that. So Susan says, seeing articles about potential East Coast and Southern Gulf port strike starting October 1st. Reading this is already causing redirection of shipping. So we're going into the busiest time of year right now. We got a couple of problems happening out there with shipping. The Ningbo explosion over in China. It's just across the bay from Shanghai, but it's one of the major ports in China. They had the explosion on a container ship, and this has caused the whole port to be basically just locked up. So we have that happening, and then we have this these strikes happening that may happen as early as October 1st. And if they are redirecting ships right now, that's a little early probably, but if they're bringing major ships in, you have to think ahead. You can't bring that ship to a port that's going to be on strike when you can bring it into a West Coast port and have it delivered there. So we're seeing some things happening in the background where they're redirecting shipping containers to different places and prioritizing East Coast stuff, stuff that has to go through those ports, trying to hurry up and get in those ports before that. Will there be an actual strike on this? If there is, last couple of times we've seen these strikes end very quickly. That agreements were made relatively quickly after a strike or just before a strike. And possibly the federal government may say you're not allowed to strike. That has happened before too. Now, what we're not talking about yet is the fact that Canada National Rail is actually going on strike this Thursday. So we're already seeing box cars from the U.S. going up to Canada have been blocked as of Friday, and hazmat material is going to be stopped starting today. They're going to stop all hazmat material from moving, and they're going to stop all cross-border trade with the U.S. on Canadian rail. This is going to, we're not in strike mode yet, but they're shutting down the rail network in Canada due to this issue. Now, they can still operate trains within the United States, but the rail operators inside Canada are threatening to go on strike on Thursday. This is already causing big problems with moving freight up there in Canada and across the border. So we'll keep an eye on that and keep you updated as things develop. Hopefully they come to an agreement before things come to a head on Thursday, but know that things have already stopped moving. Certain things have stopped moving, and more things are going to stop moving today. And then as we come into Tuesday and Wednesday, even more is going to shut down. So even if we do get an agreement at the last hour, it's going to take a little bit of time to spin everything back up. So expect some delays on shipping and some products moving around. So if you're looking for your maple syrup, it may be delayed unless you buy good old American maple syrup, okay? Shannon says, in North Alabama, we've been notified to conserve water. So we are seeing these water shortages popping up all over the East Coast, particularly in that area, Tennessee, northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, those areas. We're also having some issues in California. We're having some issues in Oregon and in upper Idaho, as well as we haven't heard too much about the Washington, D.C. area and the Maryland area, but that is a big hotspot of drought right now. We may see some issues there in the near future, but they do have some rivers coming through, so they might be able to just get by without that. Madam K says Northeast Wisconsin went into the local grocery. Whoa, one puff pastry left in the freezer. No frozen fruit veggies, and pizza was full though. No butter. OJ, 12 packs of eggs left, only 3 packs. I bought one of them. No shredded cheese. Once again, this is Northeast Wisconsin. Yogurts were low. Sour cream was full though. Cracker aisle was very bare. The whole store looked like it was hit with a huge shopping spree. From fresh veggies to fruit, $9 for a quarter of a watermelon. A whole one was $6. It doesn't make sense, does it? Salad dressing and barbecue sauces were gone. It actually scares me. Why is it like this and so fast? Possibly a shipment was missed, but if we hear more from Wisconsin, let us know. All right, so this is an update from me. A bunch of you guys have shared that the 20-pound Great Value rice brand out there has been disappearing from your store shelves, and a bunch of you guys getting it on discount because we gave you a heads up on that, but you're getting it discounted because they're not restocking it. So if you're still looking to stock up on rice, what do? I'm going to tell you that the best option that I found in my searches today are Sam's Club. They have a 25-pound bag for 3.2 cents per ounce, which is slightly cheaper actually than what the 20-pounder over at Walmart was. Now Sam's Club does have a subscription there. Apart from that, your best bet is probably going to be actually getting the 5-pound bag from Walmart at 4.2 cents per ounce. If you want to spend a little bit more and get a little fancier, you can get the 20-pound jasmine rice at 5.3 cents or the basmati at 5.9 cents. Those are good deals for those if you want the fancier stuff. All three of those kinds, white, jasmine, and basmati, are all considered white rice when it comes to storage. You can store them about equally well. Once you get into brown rice and was it poached or parched rice or whatever it is, those can actually go bad a lot faster. So white rice is what you want to stock with. But I looked at Amazon. They have basmati rice for 6 cents per ounce, $15 for 15 pounds. Costco didn't really seem to have any white rice out there. So, and then of course, Asian and ethnic food stores. A lot of you guys keep mentioning that. I don't have any of them around here with me. I'd have to go downtown Pittsburgh to get that, and I'd probably get shot at if I did that. So, you know, I'd either have to put some camouflage on or some, I don't know. It's just too dangerous down there to go looking for rice. Hey, you know, don't shoot me. I'm just here for rice. So Asian or ethnic food stores, if you have them close to you, they might have good deals. But basically the price to beat there is 3.2 cents per ounce, or what was at Walmart before was 3.5 cents per ounce. So that's what you can compare it to. Please do keep your updates coming in. Hopefully that was all helpful. If it was, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. If you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold, there's a link right here on the screen you can tap, fill out the form, and they'll get in contact with you to answer any questions you got. No obligations at that point. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to check out another video, that's up there. I'll see you guys over there, or I'll see you guys later. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report.